One of the gods of the heat is the goddess Sekhmet, which is the original line of Judah. We'll go into that in a few minutes. Because see, what we got to get out of the thing just thinking it's masculine. It's both masculine and feminine. Yeah. The son of Typhon, the great mother, the dark twin Horus, or the black dot melanin. Soot is the prototype of Soot-on. Soot, which means black. On, which means the dog. It means the black dog. You see Anubis. You see what I'm saying? The post-Draconian tradition, in astronomically, it represents the star Sirius B, which is the black star, and Sirius A, which is the white star, which you get the yin and the yang. You see what I'm saying? The yin and the yang. I'll get you see, everybody see the yin and the yang symbol. Now, it says Soot-on or Soot Anubis is the origins of the word Satan. Now, we're not talking about Satanism that you know of as some devil stuff. It ain't talking about that. We're going to break this down in a few minutes. We got to get to this particular science. You see what I'm saying? You got to get out of the spookism. Now, Anubis is the golden dog. Soot means black one. In connection with the dog Sirius, Satan's symbol is the dog. Now, let me explain what this Satan thing is. Now, go back and read the Bible. They say Satan was an angel in heaven that was cast out of heaven and was gone, and they put him down, they cast him out of heaven. Actually, what happened was the ancient black race you know of was a group of black people, black children in heaven, which is the star Sirius and the whole celestial part. What had happened was they were gods. And they, just like any generation, where the generation that comes after, they don't want to do the things that the mama and daddy and them did. So now you got a new generation of gods, they want to do their own thing. And as a result, they ended up turning against their people, and they had a big war up there, the war in heaven. And a group of the people was cast down here. You are those group of people. You are the sons and daughters of God. The rebellion is just talking about a rowdy bunch. Just like the children. You see what I'm saying? The child do something wrong, he do something wrong, and it's not like the same thing as he's evil or whatever. He's just a rowdy bunch. The African right to be wrong. The gods did this stuff, right? So the whole story of Satan and stuff, it ain't talking about no evil God. It's talking about those black people that came from star system Sirius, and they was put on this earth for experimentation, as far as they could do all kind of experiments and stuff to learn their lesson. And as a result, you did a certain things, and the vibratory weight went down, and you fell asleep. See what I'm saying? Now, so you got the black and gold one. You're going to find out that the word Jah means the sun in Sirius. It means, which is black and gold. Which is black and gold. Black means the black dot. The shine off of the black dot is a golden light. It's the same yin and the yang, so it's black and gold. You see this thing right here? Book called Quantum Physics. You see the black dot, and you see the sun. The sun is white because you are seeing it from there, but when you get close, it's a golden fire. Black and gold. You see what I'm saying? That's the dog. Soot-on is black, and when you see Anubis, you're going to see him, he's black and he got gold ears. That's nothing but talking about the nature of you. And you fell from heaven. Now the white boy knows this, and he give you all the stuff in church. You preaching against yourself because you don't understand this stuff. And we're going to go into that in a few minutes. Now, let's deal with this one thing right quick so we can deal with some stuff. The Typhonian tradition matured and declined even before the monumental phases of earliest civilization. This is the witness of fragments of magical and mythical lore once current in Egypt and the Far East. The traditions lingered on and became corrupt in passing epochs, and gradual attrition to the old age of the old lineage of initiates. Now, harassment by warring factions seeking temporal power at the expense of intemporal power, and the space transcended, knowledge sifted, and sparked the flawed springs of ancient wisdom. Now, what this thing is actually saying is this. What happened was, you had the ancient draconian or Typhonian tradition. This was before Egypt came into being. What happened was you had several other religions, the Osirian religion, the Amun religion. They came out of that. As they came out of that, you had the ancient draconians that were still worshiping the mother and the son. The mother being the triple blackness of space that has the sun out of her south gate, the vagina. You see what I'm saying? Which is the first star in heaven, Sirius, which is the God that you know of. But God, the ancient word for God is El. And the word El also means God, but it means son. So the God that you worship up there is the son. That's the God. Yes, that's your father, but he's the son to the mother. The triple blackness of space. So you had a group of people that was worshiping the dragon and the dog. The dragon means the great mother Typhon. Her dog is the dog star that comes out of her south gate, this vagina. Now, you had the ancient people that was worshiping Soot Typhon. Soot, which means the star system Sirius, and Typhon mean the triple blackness of space in the constellation of Draco, that you get the word draconian come from. Y'all with me? Now, you had the Osirians and the Amens, the Amunans, or what you would call the people that worship Amun. They came up and basically their religion was one of the same. But instead of the great mother, they made a masculine principle of the great mother. You see what I'm saying? And then they still had the son, but the great mother becomes masculine. So now, you had a group of people that was still ancient and they was worshiping the great mother. As a result, you had the Osirians and the Amuns turned on them, and as a result, they started writing in their mythology that those particular people were the devils. You see what I'm saying? Because they worshiped the mother. They became the devil. And everything in the feminine principle on down the lineage up to now has been evil. Even in your damn Bible, which is one of the most sexist documents on the planet, that is forced, that is made the sexism the way it is. A lot of brothers document them, a lot of brothers document them not trusting women and women is evil based on the fucking Eve story, which is the most horrible story in the world. You see? And like I said before, Eve with the bone in ancient Hebrew lore means Rabboni. And Rabboni means master, so Eve means master. Master of Adam. You see what I'm saying? Master of Adam. Adam also is El, and Adam means son. And the mother has the son. Who is the master mason? This is the temple of God, Solomon's temple. Solomon is, oh yeah, I am black and comely. Solomon's temple this is Solomon's temple. The temple of God is your body, right? Now, who is the master builder? The woman, because she has the baby. So ain't no fucking thing as a man being the master mason. Now, unless he can have a baby, he's no master mason. There's only one master mason, and that's the woman. That's the real deal mystery school. See what I'm saying? The real master, who is the master mason? The master mason is the one who builds Solomon's temple. You know masonry, you build a temple with bricks and mortar, whatever. And the temple is symbolic to your body. Who's the one who can build a temple? I can't build no temple. Who's the master mason? The black woman is the master mason. That's why she didn't have to go into damn masonry. She was the master mason. She builds the autonomy of the body of God. The autonomy of the body of God. She builds the temple. She builds the tree of life in the Holy Kabbalah. She has it. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you get into the Holy Kabbalah, they don't show you this. You see the tree of life. Anybody else seen the tree of life? Raise your hand. Tree of life is these different spears on this tree. I'll show you a picture. Let you know what I'm talking about. This is the Waite Holy Kabbalah. This is the tree of life. But if you can see, you see a man right there. But each one of these is the spirits of the man. What they don't show you is there's a certain spears over the tree of life. It's called Ain Thar, which means the black woman. And she has the whole damn tree. But they cut that out and don't show you that. You see what I'm saying? The tree of life, see, means this is God supposed to be right here. She has God. The master mason is the black woman. See what I'm saying? So I got 5 minutes. So let me finish up this draconian part so we can go into some other stuff. Now, let's deal with this thing. All right. So now, they started warring, and what happened was at that particular time, they started fighting against each other. Now, Dr. Ben and a lot of them, when they study this stuff, is because the guys in the British Museum since 1907 locked down the history of the Hyksos. The Hyksos was not an outside people. The Hyksos was a group of black people that lived right in Egypt. Their original name was the Shusenhar. Now the Shusenhar, you can get a lot of this in Gerald Massey's work, Book of the Beginning, Volume 1 and 2, because he was the one that recorded the Typhonian myth before they locked it out. After he got out of the mystery, after he got out of the British Museum, after they stole all our stuff from England, they put a clamp down on that stuff. See what I'm saying? So he recorded this stuff. So the Egyptian myth became miracles in Hebrew writing. The miracle having been substituted through ignorance. The Jews undoubtedly commingle with the Hyksos called the Shusenhar. The Typhonians were the unknown mixed multitude, and so the shepherd kings were Typhonians in foreign and not of foreign birth. The earliest renderings of the Hebrews is the Garbi, of the Gebari. These were the Karabi, the children of the goddess mother of the constellation of Typhons. The Hyksos, the Hyksos, is called the ancient ancestors of the Israelites. Now what happened is most of the people been studying on the Hyksos, they thought it was a group of people that invaded. Now how in the devil can a group of people come in and invade the greatest power on earth at that time with literally nothing? What had happened is what they didn't know is this here. They had a group of black people that was worshiping the old god and goddess that came from greater Ethiopia. They was worshiping Set Typhon and the mother that came from greater Ethiopia. What happened was those particular people, when the Osirians turned against them, which the Osirians was the same religion, the Amons was the same religion, we just talking about a political struggle. It was more political. They turned against them, and as a result, when they took power, they turned against them and suppressed them and erased all the stuff off the monuments. And as a result, in the 14th and 15th and Sutton dynasty, they took power again. It was right there in Egypt. It was the old crew that took power again. The Shusenhar means followers of Horus. Now Horus, the Heru, is an Egyptian god. So how can outside people come in, they're worshiping Sut, which is an Egyptian god, and they're worshiping Horus, which is an Egyptian god. You see what I'm saying? And they got kicked out. And those ancient Typhonians are the mothers of the doggone Hebrews. You see what I'm saying? The Hebrews is nothing but a race of Egyptians that later on they decided to break away from the government. That's all it is. There's no such thing as the Hebrew. And just like anybody else, if you break away from that, in order to make your religion stick or make your religious agenda stick, because it's the same religion, you got to put down the other ones. And that's why Exodus start off with the evil Pharaoh. See what I'm saying? Start off with the evil Pharaoh. It's all one people. Check. Now, how much you got? How much? You want to do this break now? Yeah. Okay, now, we want to take a little break so we can... I want to make a couple of announcements.